Ronald Reagan is running against Walter Mondale for re-election. He wins in a landslide, as things would have it, later that year. And I'm in this small conference room in the Urban Institute's building on Northwest Washington, D.C., and I'm surrounded by all these civil rights leaders. And I am, by the way, the first Black tenured professor of economics at Harvard. I am, 35, 36 years old. They're expecting something from me that I'm not delivering to them when I give them this speech, telling them that they need to pack up their bags and go home, that they have their heads up their butts, that they're pursuing exactly the wrong program.
You said this to Martin Luther King's widow?
Not directly to her, but to the room in which she was sitting. She was sitting right next to me. I turned to my left and I looked down, and there are tears on Miss cheeks rolling down her face. She's crying. And I thought, oh my God, I was an arrogant SOB in 1984. I was quite sure that I was right about what I was saying. And after all, I was the first Black tenured professor of economics. And I was the smartest person in the room by a long shot, et cetera, in my own mind. And I'm looking at this woman crying and I'm thinking, well, that's interesting. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm making her cry by what I'm saying. Then I'm thinking, does she have any arguments, or is this just an emotive display? And I talk about all of this in the book. But yeah, that did happen. And it ought to have been a harbinger for me to recognize that the road that I had stepped onto, a road which culminated in me being nominated to take on the Deputy Secretary of Education job under William Bennett, was a road that I might have wanted to think twice about before I continued to walk down it, but it did not.